Hey there, I'm Jasmine, and I love all things home decor. I recently took a break from YouTube last year to go on a journey of self-discovery and inner healing, but I'm back to YouTube and living in this beautiful little converted garage, and I'm so excited to take you along on the journey of rebuilding home. If you love home decor and DIYs, hit the subscribe button and follow along. This is Rebuilding Home with Jasmine Ray. Welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine and I'm back with another video. Today's video is a bathroom makeover. You guys, I cannot tell you how much I love this bathroom makeover. Like, I'm still swooning over it, and it's been over 2-3 weeks now. But anyway, I'm excited to share with you guys, so I hope you enjoy this video. So here's the before. There's nothing really wrong with it. I love the way that it looks. I just feel like it could be more me, and I just wanted to try out some new things. And so there's some holes in the walls, some like chips in the paint. So we're gonna make this place over. Here's my mood board, wabi-sabi, minimalist, kind of modern aesthetic. And so let's get into it. I'm gonna first just start by clearing out the room and getting it ready to paint. So I don't have a huge budget to work with for this room because I'm going to be making over my entire apartment within months. So I'm going to reuse a lot of the stuff that I already have in here. So here's the bathroom in its barren state. I'm going to patch up the holes and then put on a coat of primer, which I'll do off camera. So here's the current faucet. I painted this maybe 5-ish years ago. And it needs a touch up. It really is just coming off here on the handle, but we're gonna touch up the whole thing because I don't know that you can just touch up one spot. Just so no one is confused, I did live in the same space about 5 years ago, so I am back here now and I am remaking it over. Sanding it down first and then grabbing an automotive primer and spray painting over that. Then you grab the spray paint of choice. I'm using satin because it's easy to wipe, and I'm using the color black because I wanted to give it more of a modern look, and I had tried gold before and I did not like it. And then after 2 coats of the black, I went in with the lacquer, which is like the top coat. And I did 2 coats of this as well. So under the sink, there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna wipe it down and I'm going to spray paint this as well. If it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna cover with contact paper and see how that looks. So for the windows, I'm not going to switch them out. They are old, it is what it is. But I'm going to use like the canned spray paint, like not the spray, but like the paint on, like oil-based paint. And I'm going to paint this metal part black. I think it'll just make it look a little bit more like cleaner and newer, hopefully. I don't know for sure, but that's what we're going for. So I have tried this before in other spaces that I've done, and I've used this oil-based paint to kind of make the windows look a little bit more modern. And so I'm using the color black, and I'm doing flat black. And so I did have to do 2 to 3 coats on this because the first coat went on very like translucent. So I had to go back in to make it a little bit more opaque. And so I went over it, I would say at least 3 times. And then I was able to put the windows back in. You do want to make sure they dry completely before putting them back in because they're more likely to scratch when they're not fully dry. So here's a little before and after. You can see it's not perfect, but it's leaps and bounds from the silver with the brown that was dating this window completely. And since I already had some spray paint, I'm going to keep this curtain rod that we had in there, and I'm just gonna spray paint it black with our spray paint again. Everything's already black. I don't mind brass, but it just doesn't make sense for this bathroom, and the hooks that were in there for the curtain rod were already black, so we're just gonna paint this black too. And I spray painted the door handle the same way that I did the faucet. It needed a touch up as well. So here's day 2. The window's mostly dried. The room is all spackled. The faucet is dry. It's not perfect, but honestly, it looks better than having all the chips on it, so I'm happy with it. But yeah, so we're gonna paint today and hopefully get to the lime wash that I wanna do, but I'm for sure gonna put a coat of primer on for today. This is after the coat of primer and patching up all the walls. So we are ready to start painting. Now on to the fun part. This is the DIY lime wash that I wanted to do in this bathroom. This is going to make probably the most drastic change out of anything that I'm going to do in this bathroom. I just grabbed maybe 5 of the sample paints from Home Depot in various colors. It's 3 parts water to 1 part paint. I don't think it's very strict. I don't think I did it exactly right, but that's one of the recommendations that I found online. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. You pretty much just grab a clean cloth and dip it into the paint and make kind of cloud motions or, you know, circular motions as you're rubbing it onto the wall. And so it should adhere, if you have primed the wall, it should pretty easily adhere to the primer. I did not like the colors that I was doing at first. And so I think you really have to complete the whole room to see what it looks like, to be honest. I don't know that there would be another way to see if you like it, because it needs like multiple layers to really see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the situation. It's not terrible, I don't hate it. I feel like this color is a little bit darker than what I was envisioning. And this feels about what I was picturing, which on camera doesn't look that dark, but in person, I feel like it's a little bit darker than it shows up. However, not sure what happened right here. I don't know if it's because I used spackle, but I did prime it all, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'm gonna try to do a second coat and see how it looks. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to redo this wall and make it slightly lighter. It's just like barely lighter on this wall. But I feel like it'll bother me for years to come if I don't fix it now while I can. And then this wall is like super light, which I actually like the most. At first I was like not sure about it, but now I feel like I'm in love with it. And it's hard to see for sure on camera, but it's so, I don't know, it's like Spanish modern. Once I bring in like the asymmetrical mirror that I have, I think it's gonna be exactly something that I will love. After doing about 2 coats, I really love the paint color. And so I just started putting everything back. Excuse my dirty paint hands. I probably should have washed them before continuing to film. If you've been around here for a while, you've seen me use this trick when hanging things. I just use a piece of painter's tape and mark where each of the hooks goes, or where the screw will go into the wall, and then I screw it in. I did make a mistake in hanging this a little bit too close to the shower tile, so I did have to move it over one more time. I will link this mirror down below. I'm obsessed with it. It was definitely one of the stars of the show, aside from the lime wash. So I have these old shelves that were in the bathroom before. So I'm just gonna kind of fix them up a little, and I think I'm gonna turn the brackets so they're this way but underneath. If that makes sense, so just flip them over. So once I got in there, I decided to leave the top one where the brackets were on top of the shelf, just so they're more hidden. And I'm gonna style them in a way that you can't see the bracket. And then for the bottom one, it's more hidden if the bracket goes on the bottom of the shelf, so that's why I did it that way. And all of the shelf decor was things that were already in here or things that I already had. So that's why I'm not gonna tell you where they're from, because they're old. I'm also putting back the same shower curtain that I had already in here as well. This little soap tray was gifted to me from a store called Goodies, which I really love, with an old amber glass soap dispenser and candle that I already had. And then I grabbed a new little Waffle knit towel from Target to hang up on the wall. Here comes the before and afters. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you love this makeover as much as I do. Let me know down below in the comments, as usual, what your favorite part was. I think my favorite, needless to say, is the lime wash. It just is so earthy and neutral, just all the things that I love. And I'm kind of into, I've always been into like light and airy, which you guys who've been here already know that. But I'm really like getting into this, like it's not dark and moody, but it's like kind of like a shady, organic, like earthy cave kind of feeling. And so I've been really vibing with it. So I'm excited to do my bedroom, hopefully next. But I'm gonna do the lime wash pretty much throughout this whole apartment. And if you guys missed my last video, I did a move-in vlog. And so you could see the whole apartment if you want to see like what all the rooms look like or what all the spaces look like. But yes, I'm so excited about this place. You guys have no idea. I know it's small and for some people it may feel like not that significant of a space, but to have my own space after the season, the past season that I went through, it's just incredible. So I'm super grateful to be here. Thank you guys for on this journey with me and unfolding this space and seeing what it could become. I am so thankful for you guys and all your comments and love that you guys have been spreading down below. So make sure to keep commenting and supporting my journey. I love you guys so much. As always, keep spreading the love and light, and I will catch you on the next one.
We bring it back to life, taking it to brand new heights. Ashes get beautified, stop by and check.